Premier League Manchester United vs Arsenal prediction, team news, lineups preview. Sportsmole will provide live text commentary for this match from 3:30 p.m. UK time. Check back in with us then to follow all of the build-up as well as every twist and turn throughout the match itself as Arsenal look to keep the pressure on Manchester City at the top of the table. Sunday's solitary Premier League offering sees a pair of English football powerhouses scrap it out at Old Trafford, as Manchester United welcome Arsenal to their crumbling fortress. Erik ten Hag's men are reeling from their embarrassing 4-0 thrashing at Crystal Palace on Monday night, while the Gunners eventually wore down the Bournemouth defences in a 3-0 win last weekend. Match preview. Just when Man United's forgettable 2023-24 season could seemingly not reach a lower ebb, Crystal Palace completed their first ever league double over the Red Devils in astonishing fashion on Monday night, hitting ten Hag's disorganized troops for 4 without reply at Selhurst Park. Michael Ollis, allegedly a summer transfer target for Man United, added a few more pounds to his value with a brilliant brace in the capital, while Jean-Philippe Mateta and Tyrick Mitchell also got in on the act to condemn the Red Devils to an 18th loss of the season in all competitions and their 13th in the Premier League. A new unwanted record. Man United's Champions League hopes had long since evaporated before being blown to Selhurst smithereens, and earning just 1 win from their last 7 Premier League contests leaves the Red Devils outside of European contention completely as far as the standings are concerned, sitting in 8th spot but only behind Chelsea on goal difference. Of course, ten Hag's charges could earn a golden ticket to the Europa League via the FA Cup glory route, with 2 weeks to go until a repeat of last year's final with Manchester City. And stardom in the Wembley sunshine will likely be ten Hag's last saving grace before he vacates the hot seat to a new name this summer. Shipping 4 goals to the Eagles on Monday night also took Man United's conceded column for all tournaments this season to an alarming 81, their worst tally since the 1976-77 term, although Arsenal will not be underestimating the Old Trafford factor. Ten Hag's side have scored in all of their Premier League home matches in 2024 so far. On the flip side, the ball just would not go into the back of the Bournemouth net for Arsenal during their Saturday lunchtime showdown against the Cherries, who produced more blocks than a beleaguered boxer at the Emirates until a controversial penalty decision went the Gunners' way. Bukayo Saka did what he does best from the 12-yard mark to settle any Arsenal nerves, before Declan Rice both set up Leandro Trossard and fired in a low strike of his own from a tight angle to ultimately ensure a straightforward Gunners' success, albeit one where their visitors also had a goal questionably ruled out. As Andoni Iraola was left to lament the contentious officiating calls, Mikel Arteta and co. rejoiced in a 4th straight Premier League win, one which leaves them 1 point clear of Manchester City at the summit for now. But the champions can reclaim their rightful spot at the top by defeating Fulham on Saturday. The Citizens' game in hand means that not even perfection between now and the end of the season may be enough for Arsenal. But the Gunners head north, having amassed 22 points from a possible 24 in Premier League away matches since the turn of the year, and a Theatre of Dreams triumph would see the visitors set a new club record for single-season Premier League wins with 27. Arteta's men produced one of their late shows to best Man United 3-1 at the Emirates back in September, but their perfect start to the 2022-23 season was snapped in this exact fixture by the same scoreline. And not since the 2006-2007 season, when Emmanuel Adebayor was the Old Trafford hero, have Arsenal done the double over their faltering foes. Team news. Good news has been in short supply for Man United fans this month, but the hosts have received a huge quadruple boost with the news that both Marcus Rashford ankle, Lisandro Martinez calf, Bruno Fernandes wrist and Scott McTominay knee are all back in team training. Anthony Martial could even make a rare appearance, having also taken part in full training a few months on from his groin operation, but Ten Hag has confirmed that Sunday will come too soon for the injury-riddled Martinez. Tyrell Malacia knee, Willy Kambwala unspecified, Victor Lindelof thigh, Raphael Varane muscle, Harry Maguire muscle and Luke Shaw thigh remain out of action alongside new absentee Mason Mount. So Ten Hag may have no choice but to persist with Casemiro at centre-back, despite his nightmarish evening at Selhurst Park. In contrast, Arsenal might arrive at the Theatre of Dreams with a fully fit squad. Although Arteta said in his press conference that both Saka and Takahiro Tomiyasu were slight doubts, which could very well have just been smoke and mirrors from the Gunners' boss. There is still a faint question mark hanging over Jurrien Timber's head too. The Dutchman has now played 2 games for the under-21s after his ACL injury but did not make the cut for the Bournemouth victory. Timber would only make the bench at Old Trafford anyway, as Arteta is in no position to make any changes to a winning formula, so Thomas Partey should continue as the visitors' number 6 over Jorginho, who has just penned a contract extension in North London. Now on 20 goals for the season in all competitions, Saka has 5 contributions against Man United in the Premier League. 3 of his own and 2 assists. Only Thierry Henry 12 boasts more direct involvements for the title-chasing Gunners in this fixture, and it would be a surprise not to see him start despite his apparent setback. Manchester United possible starting lineup: Onana, Dalot, Casemiro, Evans, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Mainoo, Garnacho, Fernandes, Rashford, Højlund. Arsenal possible starting lineup: Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Odegaard, Partey, Rice, Saka, Havertz, Trossard. We say, Manchester United 1-3 Arsenal. Fundamental cogs returning to bolster the Man United attack spells danger for an Gunners backline fortunate to emerge unscathed from their battle with Bournemouth. But it is not the Arsenal rear guard who ought to be under the cosh this weekend. Still conceding shots and goals at an increasingly worrying rate, an injury-riddled Man United crop are at risk of being picked off by their free-scoring foes. Who should rise to the Old Trafford occasion and keep Man City on their toes for now? Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.